Hey Christine, so I've just spent the last hour or two having a bit of a chat with you about the Look Great Naked Bootcamp, and I've pretty much put you on the spot now and I'm making you do a little video for me. So I was wondering if you can tell the ladies watching why you've decided to do the Look Great Naked Bootcamp.
Absolutely. Well, I've been having a bit of a chat because it's one of those programs that I thought, well, should I do it? Shouldn't I do it? And I've decided to go for it because I've done things like this in the past before. And I know a lot about nutrition and training and that sort of thing, but I sort of never seem to get to the point where I can actually mold it into my life on a day-to-day basis and have something that's effortless. So the one thing that really kind of got me was talking about more the emotional side of things, and dealing with those, I guess, times when life crops up, and usually that's when everything kind of falls by the wayside, and then, you know, you kind of start from scratch again, or behind where you actually started the last time. So yeah, the reason I wanted to sort of go for it was, even though, I'm going away in a couple of weeks as well, and I may not be able to stick to everything 100%, it's more just to have that framework for something that I can follow in a bit of a support group.
Fantastic. Yeah. And you probably just had my daughter in the background asking for a bottle. Sorry about that. Now, you've been a part of one of my online boot camps before, the Dream Life Project, and the forum for that is something that is still going absolutely strong, which will happen with the Look Great Naked boot camp as well. It's going to be an incredible place of support and community where women can just come together, get tips, get support, get motivation and accountability. And one of the things that's perfect for someone like yourself with the Look Great Naked Bootcamp in going away is that the forum just continues on, and in fact you get to continue being part of that beyond the 6 weeks of the Look Great Naked Bootcamp. So there's a definite layering effect. They're not having to do everything at once. I was wondering if you can just, I guess, share a little bit on what you got out of being part of a support community and what you're looking forward to this time around.
That was huge. That was probably the one thing with the Dream Life Project that I guess kind of flicked the switch, as you like to say, with me, because I realised how many of us out there are in exactly the same boat. We all have things that we're dealing with, and usually we're all that sort of personality type that we like to try and achieve and do things, and we're busy, and I think having that forum of women to relate to really kind of made me realise, well, I'm not the only one. And that in turn helped me to kind of let go of the stress and going, oh my God, I'm falling behind. Oh, I haven't done this, haven't done that. And, I had those days where I was like, you know what? I'm going to sit and read a magazine for 45 minutes, and that's okay. And I could do the laundry, and I could do this and I could do that. And having that group and having the forum and the feedback from all of the other, the girls, the ladies and whatnot really helped me to kind of go, you know what, that's okay. Because I think we're all really hard on ourselves. So.
For sure. And in fact, everything that came up from that boot camp about emotional eating and being hard on ourselves and expecting so much of ourselves is a big part of the reason of why I created the Look Great Naked boot camp, because so many women have been emailing me for something like this, but even since the launch of it, been emailing me and saying, well, I already know quite a bit on nutrition and training. Is it going to be different to what I know? And I'm saying, well, it's about so much more than that. And that's what we're really going to be focusing on is not just the knowledge that you need, but why, we know this stuff, why aren't we doing it, basically? And having the right systems in place, understanding the mindset, understanding dealing with fears and beliefs. And that is just going to be a huge part of the Look Great Naked Bootcamp. So I guess before I let you go, could you maybe just share, I guess, 1 or 2 things that you're going to love to get out of this boot camp when we kick off on November 12th?
Well, I'm hoping to finally get over my hurdle, which is the, knowing all the theory and knowing what to do and how to eat and all that sort of stuff, and actually doing it. And that sort of, I hate to say the word, but like that self-sabotage that basically kicks in at some point for, all of us at some stage, whether or not we know why. So for me, it's about the physical and having a plan to stick to, and having, someone take the hard work away from me for that, which isn't such a big deal for me. But the real thing is that that balance, the emotional side, the mindset, and actually finally being able to make this my life rather than a program that I'm doing for 6 weeks. So that for me is the real crux of it. So even if I can't physically do, you know, the training for the whole time and whatnot, I'll definitely be looking at more of the other side, the emotional side, and
for sure,
addressing that. So
awesome. Well, that sounds very doable, and it sounds like exactly the reason why I've created the boot camp. I mean, of course, I'm talking about getting sexier, leaner, more confident in 6 weeks, and it's very much about that. But more importantly, it's about putting stuff into practice that you can then walk away with and continue with effortlessly, so that it doesn't have to control and consume your mind so much anymore. So there you go. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks.
And I will see you in the boot camp.